So the Samsung Galaxy S9, it's the year 2019. I bought one. How does it work? How does it perform? Is it worth your money? The first thing you should know about this phone is that I got the coral blue version, as you can see in the B-reel and in my hand. It looks pretty great. It's very slick, very smooth, very nice to hold. It weighs 5.8 ounces and it has a 5.8-inch OLED screen, which is, I believe, 2980 by 1440p, which is very crisp, very sharp, very beautiful. We'll get into the details in a minute. So the front of the phone has not many features to it. It's mainly just the screen, the camera, the speaker, that kind of stuff. The left side of the phone, when you're looking at it, has the volume rocker. It has a Bixby button. The right side of the phone has the power button. Top and bottom of the phone, pretty much empty. The bottom of the phone actually has, if you can see it here, maybe not, has the USB Type-C connector. I love it. It has a headphone jack, Apple, listen, and then also another speaker. Very nice. In the back of the phone features the fingerprint sensor, the main camera, the flashlight, iris sensors, and all that stuff. So the front of the phone features a curved edge glass. I believe it's Gorilla Glass 3 or 4, one of those. On the front, very durable. I've only got a little scratch on it. I think that was from a knife or something. I'm not really sure where the scratch came from. The back is also glass, which makes it very, very slick. A little note, little story here. I set it on my desk at work, which is very slightly slanted towards me. And every time I set it, it would slowly slide off and then fall to the ground. So basically, if you don't have a case, be prepared for this to slide off any surface that is not completely flat. I promise you it will slide right off every time. I don't know what the heck. It's just too slick. The curved edges of the phone, love it or hate it, they let you grip the phone pretty well, despite being so slick. My problem with it, though, is that I have fat fingers, and so I would often keep touching the edges of the phone and keep there's like side menus and stuff going on, and it's just kind of annoying. So the camera on the phone, a very important part of the phone according to everybody else. I just like good pictures, but I mean, it takes great pictures. It actually has a variable f-stop on the main rear camera. I believe it goes between 1.7 and 2.4, which is actually very good for low light situations. That opens up a little bit more, lets a little bit more light get in, and makes for better pictures in the dark, which is, everybody wants that. The front camera does not have that, which is fine. It's still a great camera. I mean, I cannot argue about any of the picture quality, any of the video quality on the phone. It is all great for a cell phone. The screen on the phone is beautiful. It almost covers the entire front of the phone, which is great. There's only a small forehead. Is it, you call that a forehead? I guess it's a forehead. I don't know. And then a small chin. And the rest of it's pretty much just screen. It's very high resolution, very beautiful. It's a little bit saturated, but that's fine. It's just a cell phone. You're not editing photos accurately on this thing. And now the speakers on the phone, they have done something very interesting that I love. When you play music through the speakers, it doesn't play through just the bottom speaker. It plays through the earpiece for the phone part. The earpiece is not as loud as the bottom firing speaker, but it is loud enough to actually make a difference. It improves the overall quality of audio because you're essentially going from a mono speaker setup to a stereo speaker setup, and that's always better, universally. Alright, now to the performance of the phone. It does have a Snapdragon 845 processor, which isn't the latest and greatest, but it is plenty fast enough. I have noticed zero slowdowns running multiple apps, running YouTube, running Twitch, running Google Chrome with multiple tabs, running Twitter. Everything runs great on this phone. It's plenty fast enough. And in addition to that, the battery is also pretty great. I'm able to charge it overnight, of course, start in the morning, use it throughout the day. I listen to podcasts at work or videos on my lunch or whatever. And then I get home. Usually by the time I go to bed, it is at 1/3 power, which is fine. Sometimes I went on a trip. I didn't charge it the whole weekend. For the entire weekend, I lightly used it, but it still held a charge for over 2 days with light usage and even GPS going. It was fantastic. The battery is great. People will complain, I guess, that they're like power users and they're constantly having their GPS going, their Bluetooth going, their Wi-Fi going, and running many, many apps all the time. Of course, you're going to drain the battery. No cell phone battery will ever last that long unless the phone's that thick. So, yeah. Conclusion. The most important part of this phone is that it is $500, which is amazing considering how much it is just a flagship phone. Current flagship phones are in about $1,000. This is $500. Take that extra 500, go on a vacation, and bring this phone with you. How about that? So yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed this video / review, please drop a like, maybe comment, subscribe for sure.